Hi, everybody. Welcome to May. I can't believe that May is already here, but it is Mental Health Awareness Month. And so, in a salute to mental health and awareness of everything that we can do to help keep our brains as clear and healthy as possible, we have done a special for some of our most popular mental health supplements. And so a lot of you had questions about those. So I thought that I would jump on and kind of go through those and where and why we use them, as to clear up for you when to use what supplements, which is a great question. So our first one is our omegas. And so we love these. It's our number one supplement, and we have partnered with a doctor in California for these. It is important to know what is in your omega and not just get anyone. Purity is a huge issue for these, and so these are nothing but 100% pure ingredients, and we love our ratio of the omegas in these. So what are omegas? They are a high potency antioxidant, meaning that they kind of help your cells in your body to restore and recover, and then also decrease inflammation. They help vascular health, and so they're all of those things are going to obviously feed the brain and keep the brain very healthy. So we use a ton of these, and if there's one thing that we say everybody should take, no matter who you are, it's usually this. Now, oftentimes we pair our omegas with our magnesium, and so I personally do this as well. And you guys asked, what's the difference between different magnesiums? That's a great question, and it is good to know that there are different magnesiums. I think historically, you go to get some magnesium. If somebody says, oh, you're stressed out, take some magnesium, and someone goes to the store and they get some, and it's just plain mag oxide. And so it was a great idea, but it's the wrong kind of magnesium. Mag oxide particularly just is not absorbed because it helps make you poop. And that's the whole reason why you don't want to absorb that magnesium. But in this case, if we want magnesium to cross into the brain or into our tissues, then we need a different kind of magnesium. So particularly, you would not want to take mag oxide. You would want to take magnesium threonate, which is the main ingredient in this magnesium, our mag brain balance. And that has a really high potency on the brain, particularly. So it is very easily absorbed through the gut, into the tissues, into the brain, and it can have a wonderful calming effect, help with restorative sleep. And we often like to combine both of these together at night. I personally do. Just to help relax you, ease you into sleep, and just give you overall better sleep patterns, and then allow for increased health of the brain the next morning. Sleep is such an important thing, and we could all use better sleep, I'm sure, at any moment. So these are two wonderful supplements that, again, when we say what are things that kind of anybody could take, this is our go-to. We love pairing these, and we love using them to help keep the brain healthy. So that's the omega and magnesium. You guys asked what was the difference between mag body and mag brain. That's a great question. So our mag body has a little bit of mag oxide in it, so it does help you to poop a little bit, and it has some other kinds of magnesium that cross into the tissues, so more for muscular recovery and then brain. So that's the difference between those two, and you might use different ones at different times. I do, but my go-to for kind of nightly restoration and just to help and have that calming restorative sleep effect is the mag brain with the two omegas. But that was a great question. Our other three supplements are our kind of anti-anxiety supplements, I would say. So the first of those is the Calm Supreme. Our Calm Supreme is kind of our baby, our little baby supplement when you talk about in a stepwise fashion what you're trying to do for a patient, in that it's all herbal and botanical. And so it has things like valerian root, L-theanine, some magnesium, taurine, and then it even has some lemon balm and ashwagandha. So it even helps the adrenals, kind of feeds the adrenals, keeps those healthy. So helps with kind of managing stress, and it's just very mild supplement that you can take. I even have given this to my kids before, just to really help the overall calming effect in the evening or through the night. And so if you want something mild that kind of can be combined with other things, you don't have to worry about a bunch of interactions or things like that, this is a beautiful supplement, our Calm Supreme. Next is our Brain Calm. So to me, that is a step up from the Calm Supreme, particularly with 2 ingredients, 5-HTP and GABA. So if I have a patient who really doesn't want to use a pharmaceutical, wants to get off a pharmaceutical, and or has tried pharmaceuticals and found they worked but had horrible side effects, this is a beautiful supplement for them. The 5-HTP increases serotonin in the brain, so it's acting like a Zoloft or a Lexapro for some people. And then the GABA is hitting those benzo receptors. And so that's almost acting like a Xanax. And so this is as close, in my opinion, as you're gonna get to taking actual pharmaceuticals. And it really surprises me how good it can work for some patients, even in adolescents, or even women with regard to kind of PMS symptoms. I mean, all kinds of different things. And so, or even to help patients get off of pharmaceuticals and substitute with a supplement. And so we've seen that work in a million different ways. And it's really fun when you can give someone a supplement instead of a medication with side effects and they get an equal benefit. So that's a wonderful thing. And that's our Brain Calm. The last one, which is our big gun, I would say, is our de-stress. And so de-stress has more high potency GABA in it, like we just talked about, but also combined with niacin. Niacin is a vasodilator. So this capsule actually has a very acute physiologic or physical effect of vasodilation of the blood vessels. And so it really makes you feel calm physically. It will actually kind of potentially lower the blood pressure, so to speak, give you that feeling of a real physical calming that will support the brain to calm as well. So the GABA hits the brain receptors, and then the niacin physically dilates the vessels and kind of can calm you in that way. So it can be pretty potent, and some people use a ton of it during COVID, and it and it's good for vascular health as well. So this, some people use as a sleep medicine, as a way to not use things like Ambien or other sleep pharmaceuticals, and it can be beautiful in those situations, or just for acute stress. I had actually a patient who would take one to come to the doctor's office because she had white coat syndrome and just couldn't get past that. And so it was beautiful. She took her de-stress and we'd come to her appointment and everything would be good. So it can really take the place of pretty strong pharmaceuticals in some people, and so that can be a wonderful thing as well. So that's our de-stress. So anyway, I hope that was helpful. Of course, I could talk about all of our supplements with regard to mental health, because I just feel like the mind health and body health, and that balance between those two is so important and so incredible. And the more that we focus on those things, I think the better that we are going to be as far as quality of life and as functioning in the world around us and interacting with the world around us. And I think it's wonderful that there is so much research and kind of a push towards looking at, hey, how can we use supplements and diet and nutrition and lifestyle changes to support our cognitive health, and how much is that related to how healthy our body is, and it's so related, and I think we're learning that more and more every day. And so we love being here to support you in that and kind of educate you of what we find helps our patients and helps ourselves. And so the more the merrier. And so we love being part of your journey of mental health and overall health. And so more to come. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day and a wonderful week. Bye.